Hey guys, Emerson Chewy side, and I got a track guide for Auto Club Speedway, which I believe is a full-length race, second race on the new build, and the first real test of the new build of lower downforce. See what we got. I guess the low downforce shows up in the exits of the corners, not necessarily the entries, because the entry is real tight, if you ask me, especially into 1 and 2. So you gotta hit your lines right, and I cannot for the life of me figure out turn 2, but the best I can do is a 40.3, which has room to improve. 20% track usage, use a 12:1 steering ratio with a 0 offset. I think it was +6 on the fixed setup, so yeah, 0%. Now, I know I said last week I was gonna do like a review of the build, so I said screw that, I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably release one tomorrow right after this about the new sounds on most of the cars. You can barely tell the difference, but they're there. I noticed them, so I'll talk about them. Anyways, as usual, I'm not going to really show exterior cam, for the fact is it's my TV1 camera looks gross, so hell, I might use a chase if that's the case. That rhymed, what a perfect time. Oh, alright, here we go. And from the chase. It's a freaking big track. Oh, seems like it's taking forever. No, I fast forward that because it's not important. Anyways, back to the lap here. We'll start from the cockpit. Now, I said, I always say every week I'll try to do a race line and a, quick lap line. And for the life of me, I have no clue where I'm going to run, so I don't know. You can run second groove up in 1 and 2. You can run the way bottom. I don't know, I have to do a long run, and I'll probably do that tonight, but I guess this one's just going to be about the quick lap line, because that's the only line I've noticed to use so far. I mean, I guess you can move a lane up around the entire track, and it seems to be more stable, but we're just going to do this. So we're making our way to 1. Let me fast forward that, because we're so freaking, such a long straightaway. Alright, so here we are going into 1, and I'm braking pretty much at this caution light there, so pretty much like right here. Okay, maybe not. Well, I did that previously, and I was able to get a decent lap in. The hell am I doing? Alright, let's try that again, because I'm fucked up. Well, I guess right in the exact center of this 3 marker, and 2, which is slightly past the caution light, so right about here, I'm getting on the brakes. Right about here. Alright, you know what? Say screw it. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, I guess when this bar here comes into contact with the 2, or exactly lined up, you can see it right here. I'm making a line out of it. Or I guess when the 1 way over there is right in the center of your sight, you can see I'm already turning in. So see, I start turning in right at the caution light, like, forcing it to turn instead of making the actual curve of the front stretch. Turning in as I'm passing the caution light, turning down. Then once I get the 2 in this bar or the 1 right in my center of my sight, I'm getting on the brakes. and riding those brakes until this middle bar here comes in contact with the one or the Auto Club Speedway sign here directly in front of your face. And the goal was to drive it to the line, but thing got tight because I overdrove it slightly. So I decided, you know what, I'll stick with the seam right here. That's pretty much where I'm at. So I stay on the seam. Don't really know how to explain from here. I guess start picking the throttle up once you're... Hell, I don't even know where. I was way late into the corner. I guess where you see this big old patch here in the road. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So right here, I'm picking the throttle up. Or when the sprint sign's directly in the center, I guess. Or a little bit off center, but still, you get the point. I said the goal was to be up below this, but I missed it. So we're getting on the seam there. When you feel a grip, just get on the throttle and you have to drive it out. If not, play with the throttle and take it easy out of the corner. You're going to lose a little bit of time doing that, but you can see doing what I'm doing here. I'm losing tire. Obviously, because, man, I wheeled the thing off the corner, but let's make our way down to the back stretch. So as I said back there, coming out of 2, you want to be already full throttle, but you see what it did there. Got me real loose. But anyways, going into 3 is a little different, and I'm braking right after the first sprint sign with the windshield brace, I guess. So like right here. You know, you can see I'm getting off the throttle and start getting on the brake. So exactly right here. And it's hard to give a guy than it was I, because they're all the freaking same. They're just alternating. I guess I can say when the windshield brace is here, when this bar is here at the first palm tree, or last palm tree, I should say. And I guess centered with the third Auto Club sign. See right here. Or in between these two. So you have this as a marker, you have this as a marker, and you have the palm tree there. Is where I'm getting on the brakes while turning into the corner, so a little trail braking, if you will. Just a tiny dab of brakes. I only hold it for, let's see, hell, till after that third Auto Club sign with the center of my car, or with the windshield brace. See, I'm on the brake, still on the brake. My windshield brace is there, and that's where I'm rolling from this point. You can see it. Nothing's going on over here. And here, drive to the bottom. You want to kind of take a late arc in, I guess. You see where I'm turning in compared to turn 1. So yeah. Drive it to the bottom after you get off the brakes, let it roll. And once you feel this start rolling enough to where it feels like it's going to keep turning, start getting back onto the throttle, which is pretty much after these billboards. So right about here, I guess, I'm getting back on the throttle. Lightly. And I guess drive it off the corner. Play with the throttle to your liking to see, what you get, and power off, I guess. And it gets real loose on the exits of the corners. You can see me here fighting the car. Turning to the right, which is never good. That cost me some speed and possibly cost me a 2. And vroom. Oh, 40.301. That's what I got. So that's really all I can explain for this track. Not one of my best tracks, even though it's similar looking sister, at least here in iRacing, which is Michigan. We're still on the old bumpy Michigan. We don't got the new paved one yet, so I'm better there than I am here. Similar tracks, but I just cannot figure out this place, but 40.3. Then again, speed don't mean nothing. It's all about race and everything else. So I guess wait for that video on the new sounds if you're interested. If not, well then, wait till the next track guide, which should be 2 weeks from now, I believe. I think we have a week off after California. Anyways, Sim Racing Chewy side. Yeah.